Killer robots are coming.
From your boyfriend.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is worried.
Dun, dun, dun.
No. You got to read it correctly.
Well, of course there's going to be... Listen, if robots are becoming more sophisticated, there's absolutely going to be a military application.
Yeah.
Is that what this is about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Elon Musk, along with other CEOs and CTOs, have got together a kind of like a group of these guys that want to push other countries and nations to not build any kind of military application for killer robots.
Yeah, I don't know if that should be sent.
You mean we're not encouraging despotic nations to have killer robots?
Yeah, right. But
that's the next evolution.
Okay, so
Right.
So we have some problems with this though.
Okay,
so
They're not bringing underwear?
one
they're
is
not
that they're killer robots.
yeah, the
That's
killer
problem.
robot. Okay, so we have already started down this road.
Have we?
Okay, we have some tanks are what do you call it, non-human mobilized.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been using drones for over 10 years now.
The bomb diffuser
Right.
things.
Yeah, those are all okay. So all these are unmanned already.
Okay.
Now we're advancing AI capability, so we won't even need a human behind there. So we have those, and the military is already pushing towards this. Now this is okay.
Is there an applicable AI or almost an AI somewhere?
There's not yet. The singularity is believed to possibly be invented. Was it by 2029?
I don't know about artificial intelligence. I just think they're going to have programming that allows them lots of options.
Well, there's already that.
Yeah.
There's already that. The fact is, though, if you look throughout history, you're not going to stop this definitive leap without having peace on Earth. You can't. For instance, like, you can stop, say, like, if Elon Musk and stuff, they get together and it's good enough to stop, like, America from advancing.
Who's going to stop us from advancing?
Well, no, say if they encourage, like, developers in America.
For America not to advance in the killer machine.
Like robots.
Okay.
Okay, but you got the rest of the world doing it. And then, like, okay, so we had nuclear weapons being developed in, like, the 40s and the 50s and 60s. And then the Cold War happened. And they kept until a point where they're like, okay, no more nuclear weapons.
Well, because we're looking at mutually assured destruction.
Yeah. So, but it took to that point to go, okay, we're not. But then there's still nations today developing those destructive weapons. This is not something that's possible to stop without 100% peace on our planet.
So this story is almost accountable to the story of we're dealing with now, where North Korea is making nuclear weapons, and the United States. And I don't know if any other country is doing it or any other nation.
Well, we have Iran too.
I don't know if anyone's doing it, but they're all saying, no, stop. You cannot be doing this. So now I guess Elon Musk is basically saying, no, you guys cannot be making killer robots to come back and say, I'll be back and come back to kill you.
But this same thing happened, and I'm sure, Tony, you lived through this. The protests against nuclear weapon developments.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember.
I remember. I was at Seabrook during the Clamshell Alliance protests for nuclear power.
Yes.
I was there.
Yeah. So this isn't the first time this kind of thing has happened.
Yeah.
So, and it's like trying to shovel against a tide.
Yeah.
Coming in.
You know that old phrase, progress waits for no man.
Yes.
I don't think that they're gonna be able to stop it, because it's like we can't get world peace as is now. How
but I'm saying though, if there was world peace, there'd be absolutely no reason to develop a weapon out of something intelligent. We'd be making just intelligent things to make our lives better.
Yeah, we won't
be a thought.
No, we won't be making the killer robots. We'd make robots to make our lives easier at that point.
Yes.
Well, I mean, robots are running Detroit, man. They're making all of the cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the question is this. So everyone in the world is at peace, in theory.
In theory.
And then you have a rogue nation that decides to make a killer robot. What police force is in place to go stop them?
Well, obviously, if you had a world at peace, we would have some kind of Asimov detection of how AI needs to operate.
There would still have to be
a law enforcement.
An enforcement.
And we'd have ways. We'd obviously have to make sure that technology is advanced enough to quash any kind of chance.
So maybe it'll be like The Day the Earth Stood Still,
the
first movie, where they create a race of robots to police everybody.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So something like that, but that would be the only way. But the fact is that we are still such a very tribal species at war with each other.
Yeah, we are.
So,
Well, just look at guys with girls, man. They knock each other's teeth out to get a girl's attention.
I know.
How you gonna,
Yeah.
unless you start putting stuff in the water, man,
Yeah. How are you supposed to
calm
control
everybody down, right? What do you
Yeah.
do? How do you suppress the hormonals, the hormonal drive?
that? Yeah. I think.
RoboCop 2.
I think it's.
Yeah, right.
I think it's amendable that Elon Musk is trying this, but he's really not going to get far at all.
No,
He's not.
Go
It's
back.
going to take generations of new input.
Go back to
Yeah.
the Mars mission, please. Just go back to Mars. Just
Well, no,
focus on that.
Yeah, he's not going to get. I mean, it's good that he is right. We need to stop it, but unless you can somehow figure out world peace tomorrow,
So
I
who's,
think it'll stop
who's
it.
developing, a robot?
Random people.
America's military already is developing plenty of new applications for
A
robots.
walking robot or just a robotic
Yes.
weapon?
Yeah, we already have.
I know they have stuff that guys can wear now.
One of the robots that the military is creating right now can actually pick up to 10 pounds and move it around completely by itself.
I had the cure for world peace.
What?
No, you don't have the cure for
You-
world
it's
Tacos.
No.
You have an answer
to
that
war.
would help world peace.
No, the answer
A
and
cure to war.
and a cure.
A cure to war.
A cure to
And a
war.
cure to war. It's called Prozac in the air.
Oh, what planet? Oh, yeah.
Like in
Serenity.
Serenity, yeah.
Just take a plane, spray it.
But then they went
But
like,
then you have
oh,
the reavers, man.
Yeah.
You get the reavers.
Yeah, I'm just
you
gonna
know?
be like, man, did you forget your underwear today?
I
didn't
need
forget-
water.
oh,
I forgot mine,
So
but I ain't panicking, man.
So spring water and draw tabs.
oh,
They're edible, too.
oh! I don't know if I should be eating them.
Why does my underwear have a stain, man? I just put water on it.
Sorry,
Oh,
bro.
that's all right.
See what happens when I come late. See,
Yeah,
that's
that's
I forget about.
No, I don't think he's gonna accomplish this anytime soon. It's a huge undertaking, if that's the word I'm looking for here, for him to try to figure this out. You know?
Yeah, and the only chance he'd actually have of actually being successful with this is if he got like the UN involved. That would maybe give him a slight chance.
You know, and it's got to be more than the UN. It has to
Yeah.
be. It has to be the big boys, not the UN.
Yeah.
The UN's too many little people,
Yeah.
and they're all fighting with each other.
That
What
people
needs to
getting
happen?
offended by everything.
What needs to happen is the big boys need to come together, and they need to, look at it and go, listen, we listen. It's time for this stuff to stop. Okay, China's building the largest navy on earth, and they're not doing that just to wave flags from the bow of a ship. Okay, the United States is amping up stuff. Korea's everybody's arming.
The armaments are all going up.
But why now? I mean, because the bottom line is, we can destroy everybody 50 times over.
Yeah.
So it just needs to stop. It really does. Now, whether it will or not, I don't know, but it needs to stop. The big boys need to sit at the table and say, "Oh, look, it's time to stop. You guys got to stop. The Russians got to stop with the Crimea. The Chinese have to stop with the sea lanes, building islands. We have to. Everybody's got to stop this.
We got to move out of the
The
Middle East.
schoolyard stuff, man. And all the great nations, the big nations, need to go and deal with these smaller countries causing these whacked out conflicts where the bigger nations think it's cool to sell them weapons, right?
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, we're selling weapons to whoever, the Russians are selling weapons to whoever, and the Chinese are selling weapons to whoever, so that these conflicts continue because of money. And it needs to stop.
It's a vicious
Yeah.
circle.
It's goofy now. It's goofy.
Yeah.
We're too big for it.
Yeah, ever since it's pretty much this same routine, this circle that's been happening has been happening since the end of World War II.
Yes.
And it's never stopped.
But it has to stop.
Yeah.
It's got to
just-
stop.
it
Because
just-
it's going no place.
It's going nowhere.
no place, man.
It
The
really
bottom line
is.
is, we're not going to let Russia beat us. We're not going to let China beat us. Even if China's got a zillion people, when the rubber hits the road, when our back's against the wall, we're going to use nukes. Or the bottom line is, we're going to use nukes.
And then they're
if
gonna
we go
use
after
nukes.
that, and they're going to use nukes. And Russia, everybody's going to use nukes eventually, right?
Yeah.
Because people with nukes don't want to lose. They don't want to be pushed
We
around.
have the biggest
They don't-
weapon.
That's right. We don't want to lose. So it goes no place, man. And we just need to. Everybody needs to cool out.
You know what's scarier than dropping nukes on countries? It's dropping the celebrities we don't like down in their country.
Man, that's true right there.
They just drop down Honey Boo Boo. They'll be like,
Boo
oh
Boo.
my
Oh
God,
my
no! Or drop down.
Everybody, put your hands up. Here comes Tony moving, Rick.
Hi, y'all.
No, I mean, you see, the world is small now. It really is small now because you can get in a plane and be somewhere in a few hours. And I mean, it may be a bunch of hours, but it's getting quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
And people all over the world are able to get all over the world quicker than they were before. And again, the world is getting small, man. And things need to stop. Like, for instance, I'll tell you what needs to stop. People need to stop dying of malaria, right? That's just a disease that's waterborne. Now, we've had a cure for that forever, right? Mm-hmm. We don't get malaria here. But if I point to the east and go there a few thousand miles, this is not history I'm talking about. This is somebody's reality. They're drinking water that's killing them. It's killing people.
Yeah.
And they don't need to be dying from this stuff.
No. And the only person that's actually going around and eradicating things like that, you know who that is?
Who is
Former President Carter.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, he
wiped.
Tip O'Neill called him the smartest president he ever worked with.
He has wiped out the guinea worm.
Oh no, good.
Completely wiped out. It doesn't exist anymore.
He's just got to work on the bot fly and some of those.
Yeah, but because of him,
those
it's
nasty
gone.
things. Oh,
it's eradicated completely from our planet.
And why am I watching commercials from Africa asking us to go over there to dig wells so they can have water? They can't dig a well? No, what they're saying is their government won't dig wells.
Won't dig wells.
Well, then the big boys need to say, you don't have this government anymore. Bad boy, you don't know how to play nice. We're going to take the government from you, and we're going to put some... That's what the big boys need to be doing. They need to get rid of these despotic things because it's the wars that are really expensive. Well, they think they're making money by selling arms, and there's a type of money to be made there, but the bottom line is the humanitarian effect, the problem with the humanitarian crisis that happened is just boggles the mind how much money it costs and how much we lose.
Well, like people selling weapons to like the Congo and stuff.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, selling arms is just blood money in the end. That's all it is. And it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And the sad thing
blood
about
diamonds and so
it's
forth.
weird.
Yeah.
The African continent, right? It's actually a beautiful piece of land.
Yeah.
But you got the northern that's all split up with all these different like crazy shit that's going on.
Yeah, man.
And then you go south and it's completely it's a whole other world.
Yeah, crazy.
And it's like this if the south would help out like the north a little more, they could make that a beautiful continent.
If anybody sends armies anywhere, they need to send it to all of these countries with these bugged out,
despots
conflicts. Yeah, we need an anti-despotism law. We need an anti-despotism act that is again divided up among the big boys, and Canada, Britain, Spain, Italy, France, all the big European countries, Russia, China. And they need to go and handle it, man, because it's time. It's time.
You do know what's going to happen if we get world peace, though. As soon as everyone's like, listen, stop it. Let's all get along. As soon as we say that, we'll all get along. Here comes the aliens. Hey guys, guess what? We're going to screw you up now.
Either that, or we'll get our first evil villain.
Or maybe they'll come and say, we were waiting for you to get it together before we came down.
Yeah.
We saw you guys. We saw you guys fighting. Now you guys are okay.
There's too much grunting going on.
We're gonna kill you.
Everything's cool, but whatever.
Yeah, but you gotta think though. Say if they're out there watching us. Say there's an intelligent species out there watching us. You show up at a house, right? It's a stranger's house, okay? But say your car just broke down. I know I told the story last week. Anyway, so your car breaks down and you're kind of in a not so great neighborhood.
Right.
Okay, but you need to go up to someone's house. You walk up to the house, and two dudes look like they're about to punch each other out on the deck. You're gonna go, I'm not going to that house.
Right.
Well, did that joke in Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay? Right, they're driving their car, and they park, and their car crashes in the hood, and bunch of these dudes are playing basketball on the street, and they're like, we ain't going over there. Oh no, they're gonna beat us up. And they come by, they go, dude, we got a fire engine coming by to help you out. Your car's on fire. We're gonna help you. It's a stereotype that's placed.
Well, no. I mean, actually, if you walk up to a house, doesn't matter where you are. Just say if you're in a neighborhood, your car breaks down. Say there's a house across the street where nobody's out. It looks pretty peaceful. Then the other house across the street, there's two people look like about to punch each other out. Which house are you going to go to?
I'm driving the hell out of there.
Well, no, but you're going to go.
Your car's broken down.
Yeah, theoretically,
I will be the fattest man making a record trying to run out of a neighborhood.
Well, you're going to go to the house that is peaceful. Just like an artificial intelligence coming by this planet, they're going to go, okay, more than half their planet's at war with each other. Okay, we'll come back in a couple hundred years.
Whatever. Or we'll hang out then, and we just can't let them know we're there.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So-
they're invisible right now.
So he's worried.
Oh yeah, of course
Elon's
he is.
worried.
Yeah, he's made a good point. He's one of the smartest guys on our
So
planet.
who's he talking to?
He's talking to other big CEOs and CTOs of companies.
And who are they
Like-
going to talk to? In other words, the CEOs who are producing these?
Yeah, he's talking to people like
robotics?
from Google and Apple, basically a lot of his friends and stuff. And then they're getting a hold of like people in other countries that are big CEOs, like in China and stuff,
Yeah.
and see if they can influence their governments. But he's not going to get that far. Yeah, I think these military guys are going to go, that's nice. Go back to whatever you do. We're going to make our weapons.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Okay. We're going to move on to something very anticipated.
I saw the commercial and was scared.
So,
I saw the commercial and was scared.
Stephen King's It has got a remake. It's coming in a
When
few
is it
weeks.
coming out? It's
The
coming out.
8th, September 8th.
I'm not going to see it.
Oh, I can't
You know
wait.
what I'm afraid of? That forehead.
Yeah, man.
That's where the movie's gonna
six-head,
play.
man.
That's where the movie's gonna play, guys. On the forehead.
On the forehead.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, so this is a neat thing. So Stephen King
Projector on that thing.
had nothing to do with It movie. And I read this, and I completely agree with this artist's points of view.
I
He has nothing to do with it. He had to get permission for it to be made.
He
though, right?
did
no,
do that.
but he wasn't on set during the creation of the film itself, which I think it's a good positive and negative in my book, because I think it's positive because you know how Stephen King, you said it before with his writing, how he likes to carry on with random thoughts that had nothing to do with it. He was walking down and saw a puppy. The puppy had a bone. Like, we don't need that. But at the same time, I think that him being off the set is really giving the freedom of expression for the director to make their own version of what that book felt to them.
Yes.
And I think that's good for them.
Yeah, as long as they don't butcher it, because that has happened to more than a little bit of his stuff, where he's given them free reign to do what they want, and they've butchered it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was before we had the right special effects too.
That's true.
No, they did mess up a lot of his stuff.
Yeah,
though.
they did.
Yeah.
So, but the creators, I'm not sure it was director, producer, who made it this time around, he said, when he was asked, did you ask Stephen King what he thought? He's like, no. He said, I was what he got going to, but I didn't want to. Basically, sums up, he didn't want to, like, have him come along and go, yeah, nice movie, but you know what? You could have changed this and you could have done that, because then he's going to be second guessing himself, and he already believes in his own creation. So it's like, I worked hard on this. Even if he doesn't approve it, I still think it was great. People that I know think it's great. I'm not going to worry about what Stephen King thinks. I worked hard on this. It's a great piece of film.
Because he created the masterpiece. In the end, as much as this movie is good or bad, the masterpiece is still written down on paper. It's that Stephen King It book is brilliant. It is probably one of my most favorite books. I still have yet to finish it. Like, I got halfway through it. It's a long book, but I'm like I got to stop, because if I sit through this, I'm gonna binge read this thing. And
Salem's Lot, man. Salem's Lot is really big.
Oh, Salem's Lot's like a Bible.
Yeah,
it's
thick, man. It's crazy.
yeah. You can knock someone out with that. It's like, you don't like the book?
Scary stuff, though.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good and bad thing. The bad thing in my book, because I'd like to have, in some sense, his opinion on some spots, maybe. Maybe you know how we're directing, the Haunted Killer thing. We're all directors. We're all going like, hey, what if he did this? And you go, no, what if we did that? It's good to have multiple thoughts in the process.
Yeah.
I think, in the long run, he should be kind of like a silent partner of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, he can say what he wants. They could take his opinion, but with respect, and say, listen, let's put yours and ours together and make it fit what you think will be good and make it work.
But that doesn't always work, though, because he consulted on Under the Dome, and that turned out horrible.
The
TV show.
I love that show.
The first season was pretty good.
First season,
and then I don't know what they did. They just went like completely off the rails.
they didn't go off the book. They didn't go off the book. They go, listen, we finished off the first book. There's nothing left.
Yeah.
So this is also a rendition, a thought process to me, like the Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Like, remember the original Robert Englund Nightmare on Elm Street, and then the remake Robert Englund was never part of that remake because he did an interview earlier. Later in the series, he goes, I didn't like that movie, not for the people who made it, but the fact that they made the movie when the DVD Blu-ray combo of my movies came out. This is the same day that movie came out, which means that was popular. This is kind of like, it wasn't as popular as mine coming out. Yeah, they should have re-released it a different day.
Yeah.
But it's same concept, Robert Englund wasn't there for the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and Stephen King wasn't there.
Well, Robert Englund didn't make Nightmare on Elm Street.
But he's such a good part of it. He should be there, though. He is Freddy Krueger.
He was Freddy Krueger, man. But time moves on.
Yeah.
What's cool about Stephen King is even if they mess the movie up, you know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to want to do it again, and he gets paid again.
He can sit back and count his dollars.
He can just say, you know what? You guys want to make another one? Yeah! Everybody's going to say, yeah, let's make another one. You know what? I think you should.
If that's the case.
And he just gets paid over and over and over again. He can do this till he's dead, till he dies, till he's old. And, you want to do a remake? Yeah, sure. What'd you say? Yeah, sure. Okay. He can just keep doing it because everybody will keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks they can do it better again,
Oh, yeah.
Well, if that's the case, do the Dark Tower again.
Oh, oh man, they really need to.
They ruined it.
Yeah, they really butchered that movie.
I think Matthew McConaughey was completely miscast.
All right, I don't know. It's weird because he did the role pretty good, but I think they could have whoever the director was didn't do as good of a job.
You know what? So you know what? They can do it again. You know what? They'll do it again, and he gets paid again.
Yeah.
Let's write a book, man, and have him make it, and then have him do it wrong, and have him keep remaking it. That's what we need to do. We need to write a story. We can do this better. I think you should. Because they did Predator, they kept doing the Predator movies wrong.
Yeah.
The Predator was good. The first movie was good. The second movie could have been good, and it wasn't. Third movie could have been good, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
There was one that was good, but it was too dark, so they messed it up. Right? So they could have, and they keep messing up, and they're going to do another one.
Yeah.
There's another one coming out, so the guy who came up with it just keeps getting paid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just how it is. Yeah, it's crazy. But... So, I can't wait to see this movie. Ben can't wait to see this movie.
This for first review on Movie Pass.
Have you seen previews?
Oh, yeah.
Every one.
Every single one.
Are you scared?
No.
I'm not scared.
No.
Are you kidding me? I'm going to the theater with a red balloon. I'm going with the makeup on going to be, float down here, kids.
It was messed up,
float down here.
It was messed up.
Yeah.
Where he comes out of the water. Didn't like it, man. Didn't like it. When the kids are floating, didn't like it. That's it for me. Boom, click. Sorry, another channel. Change. Because I'm pumped.
Which brings up my thought about it though. If we're doing my Monster Rehab series, he has to be a character in my Monster Rehab, and you know who's gonna play it, right?
You.
Exactly.
Okay.
But how are you gonna do it with that big beard you got?
I my own rendition of it. He has a beard.
All right. Hey, that's fine.
See beard.